just absolutely corroded. We're getting started again. Today, we're gonna fucking try and paint this hoe. I think you got a white. You got white?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Got some gloss white. So we're gonna see how it goes. I got all the wheels sitting over here, all the fucking parts and shit. So we're gonna have to find some back and front wheels. I'm gonna get some more off-roady tires, and then probably have to take off the sprocket and the disc brake on the back. And I'm gonna soak all those fucking bolts in some rust penetrating oil and shit, just so that we can not have an issue with any of that. Getting down to it. Got some work to do. So we got it up on a few jack stands. We actually took some trash or some garbage bags, grocery bags, and just threw them around the jack stands. I'm probably gonna come back and tape them, like masking tape them down, just so that it doesn't touch the paint or nothing like that. And then we got it up. We'll start painting. We got it all sanded down to the best that we could. Like all this rust is just not gonna come off. And I'm gonna have to go through and probably re-wipe it with like a dry towel when we get back, just to get like all the little crumbs and shit off. But sanded, it's kind of rough, but it's smooth. It'll be white, so stay tuned. Well, we got the paint. We got it all masked up, ready to be painted, ready to go. The little chips and stuff, I mean, it is what it is. It's not gonna be perfect, but we got the tires off. It's up on jack stands. I got those taped down. She is ready to go. So we'll just paint it little by little, small little coats here and there. Maybe sand down a few areas after the coats. But this stuff sticks to plastic and metal and more, so paint and primer, it should be all good. So we'll get to painting. Well, we got about a couple coats on right now. He's doing the back right now, but so far it's looking pretty good. This is just where the rust was at that we couldn't get off, but other than that, not too shabby. So hopefully we can get this all white, and then in the meantime, we're gonna be putting an engine in it, but we're not gonna put it fully in it. We're just gonna keep it off to the side, maybe upgrade a few parts to it, put a new chain on, get everything done while we wait for the wheels, which are sitting over there. One of them's busted in the back, so we figured we just get some new tires for it. It's going good. Fully paint. This is like the hardest part, so should be solid. All right, so we got it all painted, ready to go. Kind of a few spots that we missed, but that's okay. Gives it kind of a look. I know we didn't even do the bottom, but it's all good. I'm satisfied with how the top came out. If anything, we can always, I might scratch pad it and then throw it out there and paint it just a few more times, because I do have some more paint left right there. But anyways, this is kind of what we're working on today. I'm gonna get all the bolts and stuff unrusted. I'm gonna get these thrown into a parts cleaner to clean off all this shit, make these look brand new. And then I'm gonna get the wheels off of these, throw these into the parts cleaner, get these all cleaned up, and then just take off this one, get all this into the parts cleaner, get all this shit cleaned up. So that's kind of what we're working on today. There's just 6 different bolts that you have to unscrew from each side. And then those are right there, and then that's the sprocket, and that is the disc brake. So eventually, I think today what we're gonna go do is go get an engine and try and mount it onto here to see what we gotta kind of fix and move around and whatnot, because I feel like this might have to come off, this back fender. I might pop that guy off and then put a bigger tire on the back, if anything, with a wheelie bar attached to the back right here coming out. So we'll figure it out. We'll get it going, but for right now I might stick it back out there and get painting just a few more times. Might cause problems. So currently right now we're trying to get the throttle back on. We got the brake system back on. That's pretty simple, just reattach the bolts. The throttle, when you guys get a new throttle in, you gotta have it kind of lined up a certain way so that when you pull the lever back, the wire can pull fully. Boom.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
I'm really fucked up now. Those are bad.
We got the engine in. I mean, not on, but it's in.
Some essential oils.
We still gotta
Sniff.
drill some new bolts down on that plate.
It's right.
But other than that, we are golden, boys. How is
It's
you just fucking like?
I don't want it. I've already taken enough shit today.
an essential oil.
So we got all that going. New tires, new wheels. We just got done painting the wheels. They're a little dirty right now, but there's the other side. As you can see, they look like really
And
good.
it's not that I feel
So
bad, you know, I don't
it's
feel
sitting
that
pretty.
I don't feel it's all in my head.
Hell yeah.
Spot right there.
So other than that, we just got to get the fucking throttle hooked up, this sprocket hooked up, the brake system hooked back up. We still got a lot to do, but I mean, it's only a couple hours worth more of work. So hopefully we'll get it running tomorrow or the next day and get right back to you guys on that. Hope you guys are enjoying this series, because first time I've ever done this, so we're just gonna keep on going and keep on going. Well, ladies and gents, it is on. Everything is put together. I actually had only just a little bit of a problem just trying to get the chain linked up and everything. So if you guys have a problem, definitely put the chain on first before you get the engine fully mounted. But kind of eyeball it, get some holes drilled. If you need to, you can always do what I did. And I don't know if you guys can see, but we actually drilled like kind of like bigger holes than what was needed. But either way, it mounts, it runs, it does about 48, 45 right now. That's the governor right there. It's right down there. So you just keep loosening that until you can. But honestly, I'm kind of content with where it's at right now. I like where it's at right now. So we're just going to leave that motherfucker alone. We're going to ride it for a little bit. This is definitely not the end of this series though. I'm going to start posting all of them starting tonight. Right after my G35 video goes up, so stay tuned for that. Just got to get some oil and gas that we threw in there, and then you guys are good to go if you guys ever want to build one or whatnot. It's pretty simple. It's just it's a money pit, but it's a fun money pit. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I'll get a few flybys when the homies get here, and I'm actually gonna be getting some new foot pedals that come out and up instead of just like right here, so that it keeps your feet away from that, because that shit gets hot and it's a lot going on right there. So this definitely isn't the end of the series. We got a few parts coming in. I'm gonna get a new exhaust and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alrighty, well, I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna get another time to do this other than right now, whenever we start actually getting into the engine build and shit. So I think I'm just gonna do a quick little rundown of the bike, what we've done to it, what we've replaced on it and whatnot. So basically it was red before. We started out with a red bike, fully red. As you can see, we still got little holes from like where we took the fender off after the front fender like busted out and shit. So we got this 212 Predator we went and got from Harbor Freight, and then the frame I had from an old 212cc, but I actually had a 97cc on it, so it wasn't as fast. So it was red. We stripped it all down, we painted it white. The homie went out and got a new throttle, new grips. We actually have the same brake system as the old one, but I feel like we're gonna have to upgrade that at some time because the brakes are not as good as they used to be. And then the 212, like I said, came from Harbor Freight. We've done some modifications to it. Like down here, we took out the spring that's back there. There is a long spring that goes there, but I actually had the neighbor take some coat hanger wire and we stuck it up into there. He modified that, and then we attached the spring to this to pull the throttle all the way closed, and now it only opens up about that far. So that's full throttle right there, and this thing screams, and I mean screams. We have a new intake coming in tomorrow, a new carburetor coming in tomorrow, and then we got brand new wheels put on it for off-roading. Brand new seat cover. Foam is still all the same, but just a new seat cover. Went and got some fabric. And then the neighbor also made me this piping for the exhaust, and I wrapped it with an exhaust wrap so that it doesn't burn nobody's leg or whatnot. But this thing is coming together really nice and really smooth. I'm really liking it. I'm excited. I'm glad the homie's been helping me with it, and we've kind of just made this like our cool little mini bike build series. So shouts out to the homie, shouts out to the neighbor. Been doing a lot of shit, so that's just a quick little rundown for what we've got going so far, and we got a ton of shit coming in to get this thing more fast and more efficient and more fun. So stick around and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Well, the bike is coming along. I had to go out and unfortunately get a new throttle body cable just because of the fact that we got a new carburetor. Checked out this beast. So this is actually the Mikuni carburetor for the 212cc Predator. It's got a little extension right here. You just got to take the bolts out. You slide these in, you bolt this, you bolt these backwards in with the nut into the carburetor, and then from there you just add the gas line from the gas tank over, around, and down. That's about the best way I could put it, because everywhere else, like every other way, was like not getting enough flow to the carburetor. So you want to flow it around and over and then down, and then you leave all the other ones open. Or you can get like mini little filters and stuff. I'm gonna go grab some from AutoZone, but I got a mini filter to put here, one to put up there, and then two of them to put over here. And then it also came with a brand new Mikuni air filter intake. So the bike runs at about 45 miles an hour right now. Once I get a brand new flywheel next week, and then the torque converter belt, I don't see this thing having a problem being able to push 70, 80 miles an hour. So right now we're getting it there slowly but surely. I just wanted to make sure that all of this was all good and whatnot, just because I know it is kind of it's a tough time when it comes to getting everything to work and whatnot. We did have a huge problem with the carburetor leaking gasoline. That was on me. Had a few things set on there wrong. So if you're not sure of what's going on or something's leaking, something's wrong. Something's not in there correctly, or something's not opening up at the right set. So if you guys ever have a problem, just be sure to check your carburetor, check your fuel line. You want to make sure that there is fuel full in this. You want to make sure that it's full so that you can tell that it's getting the gasoline that it needs, you know. I'll get you guys to hear it and listen to it and everything so that you can kind of get a gist of what it sounds like. I'm going to be getting a new fuel pump, or not a fuel pump, a new gas tank. A little 10-inch gas tank I'm going to be sticking on the back, maybe on the side so it stays away from the exhaust pipe. But I'm going to be sticking it somewhere other than there because it doesn't have like gravity to go into the carburetor. So we just got to make it so that the level of gravity pushes the fuel into the carburetor, which sucks it into the engine. So on that note, we're getting it there. We're getting it done. I'll get you guys a few flybys, but other than that, peace.